Basically for us, we hope that in years to come, because the truth is this, we can't reach that level of knowledge if we don't embrace technology for learning. Like I said, I want to be on a plane, I want to be on a bus and have access to a lot of information, not just carrying a textbook or 2 textbooks. I want to have like all of my textbooks on one platform. Yeah, so say by 2016 we have also universities also having access to tablets. That's
I was going to ask about that. Is this project strictly going to be always for senior secondary school? Is there any plan to extend it like university?
It will be expanded. Even professional associations, people sitting for chartering or stockbrokers, they'll have their questions uploaded. They can access it on the go. When you're in traffic, on the go, offline. You're offline, but you have the materials which you need.
Okay, but for now, the focus is the senior secondary school.
Yes.
And that's because of the low pass rate.
I think it's very important. I mean, it's almost it's nothing to write them about when you look at how the percentages get thrown out every year. Quickly now, do you have a set dates for maybe the release to the general public? Do you have a timeline? Is there a particular date you think is going to be?
By the end of March,
okay,
we should be in the market.
Okay. And the website?
Yeah, I'd say look out in the dailies. Look out.
Okay, it's not launched yet.
It's not launched yet, but it's been launched in Ocean State as a point. Yeah, but for the public, look out in the dailies. Check very soon the website. We also have a Twitter handle at Knowledge Tab.
At Knowledge Tab.
At Knowledge Tab.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Ebuka. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ebuka.
What I just say is, if you want to find out more, you can go to your Okpoimo website. I don't know what it is. Do you know what it is?
www.okpoimo.com.
Yeah, www.knowledgetab for the Okpoimo. Yeah, for the
Okay, knowledgetab.com.
Knowledgetab.com.
Okay. Or the handle on Twitter is at knowledgetab. So you can go there and find out all you need to know about this. Thank you very much. And thank you very much to Philips Consulting, of course, for doing great things. When we come back, we'll still be talking technology with 2 more guests in the house. Please do stay with us.
Fun, inspiration, and knowledge. That's what you get from readers, writers, publishers, and the entire book world. Get some interesting reviews, events, interviews, and latest updates from the book world. The channel's book club, inspiring you, 1 page at a time.
Every day you invite us to your home. Now we invite you to our homepage. Join Channels TV on social media. Hang out with us on Google Plus/Channels Television. Follow us on Twitter.com/Channels TV_NG. Friend us on Facebook.com/Channels Forum. And don't forget to like our page. That's not all. Subscribe to our YouTube channels. YouTube.com/Channels Web to get constant video updates and news and events in Nigeria and around the world. ChannelsTV.com. The news at your fingertips.
Experience the action. Witness the passion.
They've broken the deadlock.
Feel the pain.
But that's not the way.
And share in the gains that come from your exciting world of sports on Channels Television.
For the next 2 years,
Sports this morning, 9:30 till 10, and Sports tonight, 9 till 10 p.m. Channel Sports, defining the moments of true sports.
You see, life has just got easier.
We represent What else? What else? Come on, come on, come on. Just let's go. Say let's dance now, it is my turn. Just want what you are. I am ready for your action. Just want what you are. You should cut off all distraction. It's all on you now.
Welcome back. Of course, you're still watching Rubbing Minds, and it's our quarterly tech edition. And we have 2 more guests in the house to talk more about technology and all the things around it. Bankole Oluwafemi from Tech Cabal, thank you very much for being here today.
Thank you very much for having me.
And of course, Idris Bello, Innovation Hub.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
We're having a conversation earlier with the guys from Philips Consulting, and we're talking about, what they've done with the Okmoimo, which is knowledge tab, but of course that's what most of Nigerians know it as. And it's very exciting how tech and education seems to be getting even closer these days, and it's very exciting, especially in Nigeria. What are some of the exciting things you have seen so far in that sector?
Quickly, very two interesting startups that you might or might not have heard of. So there's Benny American University, and there is myfora.co. And in the past 7 to 8 months, of course, you saw the ASU strike and things going on. But the biggest thing is that there are people who are beginning to build startups that will tackle this problem in Nigeria. So Benny American is basically a hybrid between an online and offline university, because in Nigeria, if you want to set up that kind of structure, you need to build a physical university. And that's why a young man called Gosi Ukonwoke actually raised money and started building a physical university in Benue State so that people can access university resources online. Same thing with Iyaboyeji's Fora.co, which basically brings Harvard Ivy League university courses all the way from the US, from the UK, and offers it to Nigerian students and business people who want to do postgraduate courses at a fraction of the cost, about 10%. So many people innovating locally on education, and not just at the tertiary level, also at the secondary school level. EFICO, for instance, is a quiz application for young people in secondary school that enables them to test themselves against mathematics, English, and basically evaluate themselves. We're seeing lots of people developing local solutions that will tackle that menace, as it were, that gap in the educational system.
Yeah, startups around the world have a very funny lifespan. Most times they end up being just startups and just go away like that. With education, it's even trickier in a place like Nigeria, where people are not necessarily excited about things education related. What do you think this is going to lead to all of this?
Yeah, I think, so I work with the Innovation Hub, which is a tech accelerator. So that allows us to see a lot of the startups at different stages. And I think we're getting to the point where you need to build like a mass of these things so that some eventually break out of the fold. And we've seen a couple beginning to do that. So for instance, at the Innovation Hub, we have a startup called OTG, On The Go Player. And what they are targeting is places where you do not have the necessary internet infrastructure to access digital content online. And so they have a patented technology that allows you to seamlessly transfer or access content without paying for data. So they have this device that streams out data within a 1 mile radius for any device, whether it's mobile, as long as it's Wi-Fi enabled. So suddenly I can actually access Fora data or Coursera or Khan Academy without having to use up my MTN or Etisalat data. So because that's, even though it's free content, if I'm having to pay for data, then it's still not free. So we begin to see things like that, and right now they are piloting a on the go with the Lagos State government targeting secondary schools. So we've seen that. Then last year we organized the competition for university students in Nigeria, and once team out of the University of Benin, Uniben, called eStudy Box, won that winner hunt competition, and they are focused on note sharing among students, right? So some people take better notes. How do you share those notes? Information around students. So I think we're beginning to see this, and just like I said, startups have different spans. Some are going to die along the way, but eventually some are going to even fold into others. But I think it's a good thing generally.
Yeah. I want to let's talk about Tech Cabal now. What does Tech Cabal do? I was going to say what Tech Cabal is. Saying that as well.
In the past couple months, we like to describe ourselves as the fastest growing technology publication online in Nigeria, and also growing in Africa, although some of us would call us the leading technology blog. And our purpose, the premise is we want to talk about technology innovation in Nigeria, the people who are behind the front lines, using technology to solve local problems. So we try and get behind in there and chronicle those stories, and also encourage startups, and also make the ecosystem more transparent, so that people, investors, organizations who are looking to partner or to invest in the opportunity that is burgeoning in Nigeria can see what is going on, and then just make those concerted investments. And
are we seeing it though?
So that's the problem we're trying to solve. With Battlefield, for instance, we've gotten massive amounts of interest from the World Bank, from all kinds of incubators who are from VC for Africa, that's VC networks across Africa, who are like we're seeing all this activity going on, and we didn't know that there were this many startups who are investable, as it were, and we want access to these people, we want to meet them. So profiling